on, obviously everyone's posting a lot about it on social media. I mean, as social media has become more prominent, I guess, what's your message to maybe players to try to avoid that when you know it's gonna be right in front of their face all the time?
I told them to tell them to ignore it. And I don't think that that effort is particularly effective. Hopefully it reduces some, but I think one day somebody's going to figure out how to eliminate social media from their team, and they're going to have a remarkably good team, and everybody's going to be amazed and wonder how it happened.
Steve?
Later in the ballgame, Will connected on some longer throws, some deeper throws, and really kind of showed some arm strength there. Is that a product of the defensive coverage they're playing at the time? It was a matter of urgency. How would you kind of explain how he was able to do that later in the ballgame, maybe perhaps earlier not so much?
I think we had some opportunities earlier. I do think the opponent's conscious of that, and tries to cover the deep stuff because they were playing a lot of cloud coverage and things like that. So it's not like they just give it to you, but I do think we have other opportunities, maybe not beyond them, but underneath, because there's a lot of space in there that we need to attack. And then, and he put it in play. I mean, did quite an impressive job of putting it in play. A lot of quarterbacks would like to have the day that he had, just statistically. Right now we're good at right now we're only good at statistics. But statistically they'd like to have a day like him. So, but the thing is there's just more to be had there, and we got to attack and get it. And some of it comes with the receivers and the linemen as well. Everybody together.
Memphis did a pretty good job in avoiding Tulu Griffin on those kick returns. Do you figure that teams are probably going to do that pretty much to him all the time? And how do you try to get him maybe involved in that side of the game?
The biggest thing is block. We didn't block well. I mean, there's a return that's nearly identical to the one we brought back against NC State. Difference was we blocked against NC State. We didn't block against Memphis.
John?
Mike, you said after the Memphis game that you'll figure out what needs to be boosted in terms of whether it's morale or something else. You'll figure it out the next day or so. Did you find that out, and what do you think it needs to be?
Well, we're still battling through some of our youth and inexperience. I mean, it's we talked about Will like he's a veteran. This was his 9th start, and even that without the pedigree of numerous seasons before and red shirts and everything else. But we're just battling through that, and it's frustrating, and everybody wants it to move quicker, and we're where we are, and so we just have to try to improve every day and get better at it. And the thing is a portion of it, I think, is making these guys realize their potential. I think sometimes they don't fully appreciate where they are and where they've developed in the last year, and we've got to somehow create that vision with them a little bit too.